Hello and welcome to the OpenSAP course Building Apps with the ABAP RESTful Application Programming Model, Week 2, Unit 6, Creating and Previewing the ODATA UI Service. My name is Karine Chutojomo and I'm a Product Manager for the ABAP platform. In the previous unit, we have further enriched the CDS data model projection with UI semantics needed for the generation of our SAP Fiori Elements Travel List Report app. In this unit, we will now create the ODATA service and preview the app. The areas we are going to work on in this unit are highlighted in the wrap development flow. This time, we will create a service definition to specify the scope of our ODATA service and then a service binding to bind our service definition to the ODATA protocol as a UI service. The service scope is defined by exposing the relevant CDS views, and their metadata and behavior are automatically exposed. Finally, we will preview the resulting app. At the end of this unit, we will have created a service definition and a service binding. Our service scope will comprise CDS projection view of the travel and the booking business objects, and additional CDS views such as agency, customer, and flight, which are used for the value helps and the associated text elements. We will specify local aliases for the various CDS views to enable an easier consumption of the ODATA service. We will preview the travel app in the ABAP development tools using the Fiori Elements app preview and play around with it. Now let's go into the system and do the work. Let's first create the service definition. In the Project Explorer, right-click on the Travel BO projection view and select New Service Definition from the context menu. Enter a name and a description in the Creation wizard and press Next to continue. The project, the package, and the exposed entity are automatically assigned. Assign a transport request and press Next. Select the template-defined service and press Finish. The new service definition appears in the editor. The Travel BO projection view is already exposed between the curly brackets. Provide a local alias to facilitate the service consumption. We can now expose the Booking BO projection view and other helpful views such as value help providers for the agency, customer, flight, and carrier entities, and specified aliases. You can make use of the Content Assist function to specify the relevant CDS entities. Save and activate the service. Now we can go ahead and create the service binding. Right-click on the just created service definition in the Project Explorer and select New Service Binding. The project, the package, and the service definition are automatically assigned in the Creation wizard. Enter a name and a description. Select the appropriate binding type for ODATA UI services and press Next to continue. Only ODATA v2 is currently supported, however, ODATA v4 is planned. Assign a transport request and press Finish. The new service binding appears in the editor. We can now activate the local service endpoint. This might take a few seconds. The service is now activated and ready for consumption through an ODATA client. In the Project Explorer, we can see the artifacts that have been generated during the activation. We will not elaborate on them. Refresh your package if needed. In the Service Binding Editor, the relative service URL, the exposed entity set, and associations are now shown under the Service Information area on the right-hand side. Let's click on the service URL link to have a quick look at the service metadata document in the browser. Let's go back to the service binding in ADT and preview the app. For that, select the travel entity and either press the preview button or right-click on it and select Open Fiori Element App Preview from the context menu. The Travel List Report app is now opened in the browser. Press Go to load the backend data. At the top, we have the entry field for the full text search on the left-hand side, and next to it, the filter bar. The travel list is shown below in descending order. We can navigate to the detail object page of each travel record. On the object page, we have the travel ID shown in the header and the two facets travel and booking. In the booking facet, we have a full text search field and the booking list. We can navigate to the object page of each booking record. Let's go back to the entry page of our list report app and do a full text search. Enter a value, for example, PAN, press enter and check out the result. 4 records have been found. The columns Agency ID and Customer ID were searched according to the search annotations defined in the Travel BO projection view. Let us now filter the entry, for example, by the Agency ID. Here we can use the value help defined for this element. Press enter to display the result. We can personalize the list by adding, moving, and removing columns in the Personalization Settings dialog. For example, let us add the UUID, move it to the first position, remove some fields, and confirm the dialog. We can see the new travel list layout. We can easily restore the default layout. That's it. That was it for the system demo. We are now at the end of this unit. Let me do a short recap. In this unit, you have learned about service definition and service binding and how to create them, and how to preview your SAP Fiori Elements app in the ABAP development tools. Further information for this unit is available in the appendix of this presentation. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next unit, where we will be implementing a basic authorization for data access using CDS role.